Hey, good morning. It's the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well. It's started at 5:59, but now already 6 o'clock, so I'm in there. Anyway, good morning. Today's Fortune Cookie Friday. Yay! And it's hot and muggy over here in Philadelphia right now. I don't know. Maybe we're getting some storm stuff coming through. But that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way. And I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And we talk about getting value to the customer in a way that you're not working 60, 80 hours a week, having a little fun on the way, balancing work and life so you can get home to your family and friends and enjoy life, right? And have fun at work and have fun at home. And that's what we talk about. So couple items. Let's keep it brief. It is Friday. So let's have some fun. Couldn't find my tie-dye shirt. I don't know where it is. House is still a mess from all the work around the house. But I'm going to talk about a couple things. When I was watching that Mr. Davis's interview, the guy who befriended some bad people and tried to convert them into understanding that things aren't so bad as they thought. And he's a great African-American who really takes a chance, I'll be honest with you. It's very impressed. The whole video I watched, I shared on LinkedIn. I don't know if I shared it here or not. Had a lot of good stuff in there for Agile coaches. A lot of good stuff for how to work with people in general, whether they're really bad or just people in general. Hey, there's the clock. It says 6 o'clock. So it talks about respect and listening, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit and my thoughts on that as far as team goes and coaching, and then and we'll get into that, and then we'll do the fortune cookie. Okay, so here's what I wrote. I was just reading what I wrote. It made me think about that for a second. So during the interview, Mr. Davis is an African-American gentleman who sits with KKK people, makes them understand that African-Americans aren't that bad, right? And he actually befriends a lot of them, and they become good friends, and they talk about it. How does he do this, right? And it's not things. Well, there's lots of things he talks about toward the thing. You got to be there. But two things he talks about in the beginning of the show was respecting and willingness to listen. Both those traits are key traits to being a good Scrum Master and a good Agile coach. A good anybody, to be honest with you. Good manager, good whatever. So you want to respect the other person and give them respect, right? If you start trashing them, you're going to put a wall up. And like he said, it's like, if you hit a wall, it's going to hurt. If the wall hits back, usually the wall wins. So by giving someone respect and giving them some respect to what they do, what they got to say, it works better than coming up very blunt and confrontational. And I like this, the willingness to listen. It's not just listening, but you, me, as Agile people, coaches, Scrum Masters, have to be willing to listen to what the person says. A lot of people listen, but they're not willing to listen. Like they're not willing to participate in the discussion and willing to take the time to do that. So that's really important. So respect and willingness to listen. And these are great tools for dealing with difficult people. You got to find out where they're coming from and why they're the way they are. When you have difficult people, pushing people, bullying people, you have to ask them why. You have to get in there and say, so what's going on? Why do we need to do this? What pressures are making you bully people, right? And that's when we deal with difficult, probably covered on the microphone, right? Probably can't hear me at all. That's not good. What am I doing? Nothing. It's too early. I'm not awake yet. Haven't had coffee. I didn't drink enough water. So if I cough or something, it's because I didn't drink enough water. Here's why they say those things. And the two of those put together. People want to be heard, right? That's what people want. They want to be heard. So if you give that, you make them feel better and more comfortable to talk to you and build break down those confrontational barriers for the difficult people. They just want to be heard, which was a great observation on how it works and how to deal with difficult people. He should write a book, to be honest with you. He really should, actually. Probably make a lot of money. So people want to be heard. So here's my question. Because I've had some things, interviews, people were talking to me about interviews and questions, and other people automatically providing answers. So here's my thing. So do you come up with the answer, or do you ask them first? So when you come into the organization dealing with difficult people, do you come off, well, here's my answer, or do you ask them what is their problem? What is their issue? What are their concerns, right? What's their concerns? Don't say what their issue is. Some people take offense to that. What's your issue? Like, what do you mean, what's my issue? Okay, what are your concerns? That's a better way of asking the question. What are your concerns? What are we doing wrong, right? And include yourself in that conversation. Don't say, what are you doing wrong? Say, what are we doing wrong here, right? It's less confrontational. So think about it. Be respectful. Be willing to listen so that they allow them to be heard because they like to be heard, right? Hopefully the microphone was working because I had the book over top. I hope you could hear what was going on. So that's the one thing I wanted to talk about today. So if you come off today, this Friday, be willing to listen to people when they have problems, what's going on in their lives. Okay? So that's what I got. Keeping it small and brief today because it is Friday. And it is Fortune Cookie Friday. So let's get into the fortune cookie world. All right. Oh, I opened it. Uh-oh. Anyway, so in this bag is a fortune cookie with a message from the Agile accountants of the world. And they seal it in a plastic bag and then seal it in a cookie so no one can read what the message is. So we're going to open up the fortune cookie. We're going to see what the message is. I'm going to take this message and translate it into an Agile thought, or maybe it's related to the topic we just said today, or maybe previous topics. So I think the quality control of this cookie has kind of faded a little bit. And out. All right. I like the ones coming out of the fortune cookies that we get from when we get Chinese food than I do when I get them from the box. These are better. Anyway, frequent conversations will fill your heart with joy. So frequent conversations will fill your heart with joy. Well, I have to say, as an Agile coach, it's so true. As an Agile coach, one of the things I look at, and someone asked me the other day, what was the most important value from the Agile values? And I said it was interactions and people. I said it was interactions because I think interaction is the basis for everything else that works. Without the ability to interact as a team, to have those conversations, all the other stuff does not work. It kind of works. You get somewhat, you kind of turn it into a machine, right? You get the machine. But if you don't have the interaction, it's not that productive. I do got to talk about normalization. I'm writing that down. Why I was thinking, I was like, I know I have something I want to talk about. I'll put it tomorrow. But anyway, so sorry. Writing it on for tomorrow's show. I'll note. So, frequent conversations fill your heart with joy. As I said, me as an Agile coach, that's what I look for. I look for the interaction. I look for how people talk. Do they talk? If they don't talk, I'm a very sad person because I know I got a lot of work ahead of me. If they do talk, I got some things I can work with, right? And we can get there. If they don't talk, then you can't. It's hard to build a team. So those conversations do bring your heart with joy. And I admit, going out and having multiple conversations with people on the teams and individuals, it's happier that way, right? Having more conversations than less, I will say I do feel happier when I have more conversations than less conversations. In this COVID world, That's kind of hard to do. So you have to reach out and touch someone. Well, that could be bad. And that was an old Bell phone we used to call people. Anyway, okay. So 2 things today. Respect people. Be willing to listen because people just want to be heard, right? And then have more conversations. Conversation will give you joy. Call some people today. Call some of your team. Call some of the individuals that you haven't talked to a while. Reach out to them. So that's what I got on Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Have fun, right? And happy Friday. Happy Scrumming. Enjoy the weekend. We will be here tomorrow. We're here every day. And what episode are we at? Wow. 444th episode. Triple fours. So playing lottery today. Oh, what's some other lottery numbers? Let's see. There's always some lottery numbers. Lottery numbers 2, 50, 29, 13, 9, and 19. Those are your lottery numbers. 2, 50, 29, 13, 9, and 19. Play those lottery numbers, right? You gotta have fun, man. There's too much seriousness in the world. Have a great day. Ring the little bell. Get a notification when we go. So when you wake up in the morning, try to get up earlier and doing the show earlier so you get stuff done and get things moving. And have fun. Bye. See ya. Take care. Enjoy your day. Have a good Friday.